Narration: everything your bank told you about buying rental property is a lie. They want you to save 20%. But here is the truth: saving 20 is the slowest way to get rich in real estate.
While you're saving, the market is moving. Prices are rising, and you're stuck on the sidelines. Most people think you need a massive war chest to start. But the wealthiest investors don't use their own money. They use OPM, other people's money, and creative structures to scale. We've analyzed the exact frameworks used by top landlords to build portfolios from scratch without draining their savings. In this video, I'm showing you how to bypass the bank entirely. I'm breaking down 3 creative financing hacks that allow you to acquire your first rental property for under $10,000. By the end of this video, you'll have a clear roadmap to stop saving and start owning. Let's dive in. You've been told the safe way. Go to the bank, save 20%. But let's do the math. If you're eyeing a $200,000 rental, you need $40,000 in cash. For most of us working a 9-to-5, saving $40,000 takes years. Maybe a decade. Here is the brutal truth: while you're saving, the market is moving. By the time you finally hit your goal, that same property doesn't cost $200,000 anymore. It's $250,000. Now you need $50,000. You aren't actually getting closer to your first rental. You are running a race where the finish line keeps moving further away. It feels like the game is rigged. Because for the average person, it is. The banks want you to have 20% because it removes their risk. They don't care about your wealth. You're stuck in a cycle: work more, save more, wait longer. While you wait, the pros are buying properties with almost zero of their own money. They aren't smarter than you. They just aren't following the bank's rulebook. If you keep playing by the traditional rules, you'll be saving for the rest of your life while others are collecting the rent. Here is the cold hard truth. While you're diligently saving that 20% down payment, the market is moving faster than your savings account. By the time you hit your goal, the house you wanted costs another $50,000. You aren't saving your way to wealth. You are saving your way into being priced out. The wealthy don't use their own money to buy assets. They use other people's money. To get your first rental with under $10,000, you have to stop thinking like a borrower and start thinking like a deal maker. Here are the 3 hacks to bypass the bank. Hack number 1: house hacking. This is the ultimate beginner's cheat code. Instead of a conventional investment loan, you use an FHA loan. FHA loans allow you to put down as little as 3.5%. The trick? You buy a multi-family property, like a duplex or triplex, and live in one unit while renting out the others. Your tenants effectively pay your mortgage. You live for free, build equity, and keep your cash in your pocket. Hack number 2: seller financing. This is where you cut out the bank entirely. You find a seller who owns the property free and clear. Instead of you getting a loan from a bank, the seller becomes the bank. You agree on a purchase price and a monthly payment directly to them. No strict credit checks, no mountain of paperwork, just a legal agreement between 2 people. This is how you acquire properties when the banks say no. Hack number 3: subject to. This is the fast track to scaling. Subject to means you are buying the property subject to the existing mortgage. You don't get a new loan. You simply take over the seller's current payments. If the seller is motivated, maybe they're facing foreclosure or relocating, they might let you take over the deed for a small entry fee. Often, that fee is way under 10K. Now, here is the catch. You can't find these deals on Zillow. Everyone sees those. To find motivated sellers and high equity leads, you need professional data. This is why I use PropStream. It lets you filter for absentee owners or high equity properties in seconds. You find the people who need to sell, not the people who want to sell. That is the difference between a hobbyist and a professional investor. Now, the biggest hurdle isn't the money. It's finding the right deal. You can't find these creative deals on Zillow. You need data. That's why I use PropStream. It lets you find motivated sellers, high equity leads, and distressed properties in seconds. If you want to stop guessing and start acquiring, check the link in the description to get started with PropStream. Imagine this. Instead of spending 5 years saving $40,000, you spend 5 minutes finding a seller open to owner financing. That is how you scale a portfolio fast. If your credit is holding you back from these hacks, I've also linked a trusted credit repair service below to get you investment ready. Now, go execute. Hit that subscribe button for more wealth building strategies, and I'll see you in the next one. Closing curly bracket.